sir.
Tell us what progress you've seen, Coach, since you've been out here.
We're getting along. We're still in the installation phase of things, so we're moving along nicely. It was good to see. You had an off day yesterday, and a lot of times coming in off an off day, you come out a little bit flat. I think we walked out of the locker room flat, but they immediately picked it up, and kind of got after it in practice a little bit. So I thought that was a big step in the right direction for us out here today and getting it moving. And we just got to keep, we're getting a lot of guys reps. Like I says, no one's competing for a starting job. We're doing a ton of reps. Guys are competing for playing time. They're competing to show that we can put you on the field and that we can trust you to get the job done. And the more we do that, the more depth we create, the better team we're going to be.
Coach, is there a number of...
what do you like about the physicality you saw today?
That's one thing I don't worry about. That with our guys. That's great. I always tell the guys, if I got to worry about our effort, our physicalness, our desire, our passion, our toughness, then we got problems. Because then we're not coaching football. We're coaching just let's please go harder. I give that a lot of the leaders. We have great attitudes. That guy. We have a lot of guys that have energy and juice. So kind of that effort and that toughness, physicalness comes every day, and I've been pretty pleased with that. You don't see me yell and scream in practice a whole lot because I'm coaching and teaching. You're teaching and coaching. You got to yell and scream if people aren't going real hard.
We're going to talk to quarterbacks today.
Yeah, quarterbacks. Same question.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Progress.
Yeah, they're coming along nicely. It's tough. They're both first year in the system. A lot of quarterbacks. At any level of football, I think most times you'll see great success in your third year running the offense, right? Whether you're in high school, college, or the NFL. That third year you start to see a big jump in confidence. So we got to accelerate with these guys. They got 1 year to get it right. They're working hard at it. They're picking it up fast. Getting to see a lot of different defenses thrown at them. We're throwing a lot of offense at them, and they're doing a good job picking it up. It's just we got to increase the speed of the decision making.
Who's standing out so far? You want a name? Any of the quarterbacks?
Oh, the quarterbacks?
Yes.
No, all of them are doing a good job. When their number's called, they step in and do a good job. Like Circa came in yesterday. He had 3 reps, I think, but he lit up all 3 reps. So when you got to take advantage of the time that you have.
Coach, talk about the strength of the running backs, if you can.
Well, I think the key to that, you have a lot of experience in that room. All right, you have a guy in Jet Thomas that's obviously a preseason something or other, right? But I don't know what that does for you, right? I think one of the leading returning rushers in the conference. Okay, you have a guy in Jalen. You got Jalen Glover that put up over 1,000 yards or close to 1,000 yards rushing in his career at Utah, and Kevon Lee had over 1,000-yard season at Penn State. So I like that experience. I like that depth. It allows to keep us fresh in the backfield, which, even throughout the course of the season, it's a long season. So you love that. And each of them bring a little different style to the table, which you can run the same play, and each back runs it differently. And the defense has to react to not just what the play is, but who's running it.
One quality that Orji brings to the quarterback room, and then for Colandrea, one quality.
The great thing, I love with Alex. He's, we had a deal the other day. Who's won a national championship here? He has. Only player. A couple coaches have. But he's the only player. And you think of that experience that he brings, that leadership, that toughness, and being around what a championship culture is huge. And Anthony, energy, you watch him, he's like Energizer Bunny. He goes always bringing everybody's energy up at all times and does a really good job with that.
Coach, a couple of botched snaps today. What do
Yeah.
you see communication-wise from your old?
Oh, well, we got to snap the ball. That's not a communication. Snapping the ball is a skill, right? It's like shooting a free throw. Nobody's hitting you. Right, I guess it's like a tee shot in golf, right? They're not allowed to hit you, and they're not screaming at you and all. It's just a skill, right? So you can get better at a skill. It doesn't take effort, doesn't take anything. So the disappointing thing getting on the centers, we had an off day yesterday. If you're struggling snapping, you had an opportunity to get just by yourself, go walk in an air-conditioned weight room and get 1,000 snaps in. So when you stuff that you can control, skill things that you can control, we got to make sure that we're executing perfectly.
Coach, you mentioned leaders on this team. Is there anybody specifically that's standing out to you so far in training?
Tons. There's tons. Hard to name some. We have tons all over the place. We spend a lot of time, though. More importantly than the leadership is we need great followership in the team. right? We have a lot of guys that can lead in a lot of different ways. I love our leadership, and there's a lot of guys that got to understand how they lead, when they need to lead, but more importantly for the team is when guys need to follow. We have a lot of guys pulling from the front at different things, and they're really learning. Hey, I'm a great leader at this. I'm a great leader at that, and pull at the front when it's your time to lead. We got to make sure everybody's just not sitting there in the car getting pulled. They're behind pushing. So we need great followership as well as leadership.
How's the communication been, especially on the defensive side early on?
Really good. I think we're really happy. I'll let Paul answer. Like he ran away, right? Or should I give a Paul answer? No comment.
Yeah.
No comment. I think one of the things, one of the things you always see it, especially in year one in the program when everything's new, is the retention from spring into right into summer into fall camp right now. Defensively, I thought we had great retention. I don't see a lot of MAs. Here and there we'll get some things cleaned up, but the communication where people are fitting, where they're supposed to be, has been really good, and we need to keep that going.